Good afternoon, dear students. Hope you all are fine. Welcome back to English session. Today we are going to learn grammar topic, and the name of the topic is question tags. We are going to study question tags. Friends, what is question tag? Question tag is a short question raised at the end of the sentence. Question tag is a short question raised at the end of the statement. For example, I will give you one example. Right? There are why this is asked the question. First, let me give an example. For example, John is a boy. Right? This is a statement. Right? So the question tag, John is a boy, isn't he? So friends, question tag is a short question raised at the end of a statement. John is a boy is a plain statement. But when you are asking a question, why we are using question tags? We are using question tags to confirm. We are using question tags to confirm whether the statement is true or false, or to encourage reply, right? Many times, my friends, you are going for a movie and you ask the question to your friend. The movie was very wonderful. The question will be asked by you to your friend, wasn't it? So whenever you are asking a question, you are expecting a reply from the listener. But many times, whether they reply or not, that is not important. But the question tags are asked in the exams, right? They are from 8th to 10th. Question tag will be definitely there in your exam. So it is very, very easy, children. You must understand few things, then question tag will be very easy for you. What is the first thing? You have to always consider the subject in a sentence and a verb, right? If you consider subject and verb, then question tag will be very easy for you, children. Always remember, the question tags will be of two types: positive, if statement is positive, or negative. Based on that, question tag will be written. For a positive statement, the question tag will be negative tag, right? And for a negative sentence, the tag will be positive. For example, I give you the same example. John is a boy, right? John is a boy, isn't he? If I say John is not a girl, is he? Because the word he, how did you use the pronoun? The third point you are considering in question tag is pronoun. So subject, verb, pronoun and question mark. If you consider these 4 points, you will understand question tag better, I feel so. So the two more things in question tag, the statement will be either positive or negative. So how will you know the statement is positive? Positive statement doesn't have the negation. And what is the negation? Negation is negative statements. How you understand? Negative statements: no, not, never, neither, right? Rarely, never, nothing, right? Whenever there is etc. Whenever these words are used in the sentence, even rarely, I rarely go to watch movie, means actual meaning is that I rarely go to watch movie, means it is almost negative. So if I say I rarely go to watch movie, so what is the question tag, right? So again, when you are considering the question tag, you know about these helping verbs: is, am, are, was, were, right? I make it more clear for you. So I'll make it more clear. So the verbs are also of two types, right? Main verb and auxiliary verb. Am I right, children? If there is auxiliary verb, your work will be easier. For example, if the verbs like, see, if the verb like am, is, are, was, were, right? Can, could, shall, should. So what will be the tag for this? And is there, always remember, whenever and is there, the tag will be aren't. If it is positive, if it is negative, the tag will be are, right? Aren't, is, isn't, are, aren't. For both am and are, the tag will be aren't. Was, wasn't. It's very easy, everybody knows about it. These are the contractions we are using, short forms. We call them contractions. Were, weren't. Isn't it? Can, can't. Could, couldn't. Shall, shan't. Will, won't. Children, here many students make errors. They make mistakes with these words. Whatever I have made, whatever I have underlined, please focus on them. Shall's tag will be shan't. Should, will's tag will be won't. I'm sorry. Will's tag will be won't. So shall and will don't get confused, right? Then I'll give you some more words. Other things you understand. Could will be couldn't, right? Could, may, might, must, right? So again, with must also you should be very careful, because here also there is a possibility. Must, mustn't. You read it as mustn't. Might, mightn't. So here also there is a possibility of mistake. May, meant. Could, couldn't. Right? Please do not make errors with these words. Other things are very easy. Can, can't, could, couldn't. But shall, will, and, could, may, might, must. These are the auxiliary verbs. You can easily change them. But one example, if I give you, I can dance. I can dance. What will be the question tag? Whenever you are writing the question tag, you have to write the sentence again. I can dance. And instead of full stop, you are going to give a comma. Always remember, these are the things, comma. Steps you always remember. You are writing the sentence as it is, then you are putting a comma. Then you have to find out the subject. If the subject already is a pronoun, then you have to put it as it is. If it is the name of the person, you can make it pronoun. Like Sarah is there, if she, girl is there, she. If Amit is there, he. If plural is there, boys, then you will use they. Right? So here, I can dance. Can't I? You are asking the question. I can dance. Can't I? I can swim. Can't I? Right? Then any other another example, if you take, I'll just the players will win. This is a simple statement. I am not writing it again, but you have to write it again. The players will win. So my friends, what pronoun will come for the players? The pronoun will be they. they pronoun will be there, correct? Because it is plural. If it is singular, he, she or it. For plural, we are using pronoun they. So, whether the statement is positive or negative, then the statement is positive because there is no negation. So, won't they? What will be the question tag? Won't they? And if you do not put the question mark, your answer will be wrong, because without the question mark, you cannot make a question tag without a question mark. So question mark is very mandatory. If you forget to put a question mark, your answer will be wrong, because you cannot read it as a question. Why punctuations are used? If I don't put a punctuation mark, I cannot read it as a question. I hope it is very clear for you. So you must study hard, right? Mustn't you? If you is there, it will remain as it is, isn't it? I am a teacher. If I am giving another example, I am a student. For you, I am taking one example. I am a student. So what will be the question tag? Whenever "an" is there, you are going to use "are." So the answer is "aren't I?" See how easy it is. Okay. This is all about auxiliary verbs. I hope everything is clear for you. Now I am going to take the main verb, or I am going to take do, does, did. Right? If do is there, the tag will be doesn't. Sorry, don't. Right? If does is there, it will be doesn't. And it will, for did, it will be didn't. And have, haven't. Always you have to write this contracted form in the tag. Have, had, it will be hadn't. So if I say you, I have done it. So you don't take the word done here. I have done it. So what will be the question tag? Haven't I? You are asking the question. Just imagine you are just attracting a reply. You want a reply. I have done it. Haven't I? Right? The way you are asking a question. So whenever there is a statement is positive, then the tag will be negative. If I take the example, I haven't done it, the tag will be have I? Why? You should understand, because here have is positive, and here haven't is negative. And if the sentence is negative, the tag will be positive. If the sentence is negative, the tag will be positive. And if the sentence is positive, the tag will be negative. If you understand these two things, I am sure everything will be. How do you understand the negative sentences? I already told you. No, not, never, nothing, rarely, hardly, scarcely. There are words, right? So this is about the auxiliary verbs. Now I am taking the main verbs. Now I will be taking the main verbs. So, if I take one example, any example if I am taking main verbs like sings, dance, how will you add the question tag? Example I am taking, she sings well. She sings well, which is the main verb. There is no auxiliary verb. And if sings is there, what is that exactly? It is does. Right? One example I would like to tell you. For sing, do. For sings, does. And for sang, did. If you understand this pattern, sing is a singular verb. They sing. When plural noun is there, we are using sing. For singular noun, we are using the sings. Right? Right? Sings. And for past tense, we are using sang. So, she sings well. Second example I am taking. She sang well. They sing well. Right? I am taking all the examples for you. Right, my dear friends? So sings is there, sang is there. So what will be the question tag for she sings well? She sings well. What will be the answer? Doesn't she? Question mark. Understood why? Doesn't she? Because sings, yes or yes. If it is added to the verb, the tag will be doesn't she. She sang well. Didn't she? Am I right, children? Didn't she? And they sing well. It is they sing well. Don't they? Already the pronoun is given here, but many times the pronoun will not be given. Right? Birds. Another example, if I am taking, birds are chirping. Birds are chirping. You can take any example, my dear friends. You will easily write that once you understand the structure of question tag. Birds are chirping. Aren't. Then what will be the pronoun? You have to always use the pronoun. For birds, it is aren't they. Bird is a plural. Aren't they? Right? And then if you are taking negative sentences, as I earlier told you, shh. Okay, one example I am giving. Geeta never goes to school. Geeta never goes to school. What will be the question tag? Friends, never indicates it's a negative statement. So never goes. Already goes is there. Right? For goes we are using does. What we are using for goes? Does. Right? So does she? What is the question tag? Does she? And why not doesn't she? Tell me, because the statement is already negative. You cannot again make it negative because never word is there. I told you nothing, never, no. Then you are always making the question tag positive. Is that clear? It's very easy idea. I'm just giving you. Sixth example, I just want to give you. I rarely go to market. It means that I never go to market actually. Rarely word indicates it is almost no, it is also negative statement. So what will be the tag? Do I? Instead of don't I, the answer will be do I, because rarely is also negative. Okay, there is one more type of sentence is there, that is what you call imperatives, commands, right? Call the police. I am just dealing that part separately. Now only I am just telling. These are all just statements. They are assertive or negative sentences, right? We can call them affirmative and negative sentences. But how about imperatives? Imperative sentences. Imperative means everybody knows about imperative. There are 4 types of sentences. Yes, declarative, imperative, exclamatory, and what? Interrogative, isn't it? So imperatives are commands, requests, commands or requests are there. Suggestions you can call. Okay, if I am taking one example, call the police. Call the police. What will be the question tag of it? There is, you may ask me what is the subject here. Actually, the subject is always hidden. You is the subject always hidden here. You call the police. But since it is a command, the tag will be always will you or won't you. You can use here. You can use positive also or negative tag also. Will you or won't you? Both are correct. Same with negative sentence also. Same. If I say don't call the police, don't call the police, right? Don't call the police. The tag will be same. You will write will you or won't you, right? Remember, whenever there is a command, the question tag will be always will you. You can follow this. Will you, right? Any example you take, any command, right? Please, if I am saying, please help me. If you are asking someone, please help me, will you? You are making the request. Please help me. The tag will be will you. Okay? Don't touch the flowers. wire. Don't touch the wire. The tag will be will you. So always remember, whenever there is imperative sentences, the question tag will be will you always. And if there is a sentence that starts with let us, right, or let's, the tag will be always shall be. What will be the question tag? Shall be. So how about when you are using let us, when you are suggesting your friends, maybe more than one person is there. When you are alone, you cannot call, let us go to market, let us have a cup of tea. You cannot say that when you are alone, but when your friend is with you, or you are suggesting someone, let's help that poor lady. If there are many people, more than one, then you are suggesting something to do. For example, I am giving you, let's have a cup of tea. Let's have a cup of tea. So my friends, what will be the question tag? I told you, shall be. Shall be because you are suggesting, others means you are including yourself. So shall we? Let's have a cup of tea, shall we? And if you learn this question, sorry, if you are learning the question tag, you will probably have a good command over English language, because unless you know the question tags, you cannot speak proper English, because every time you raise a question, okay, let's have a cup of tea, shall we? Okay, don't argue with me, will you? You are asking the question, right? She likes potatoes, doesn't she? Right? She doesn't like something, does she? So this is all about question tag. What is question tag? Question tags are the small questions raised at the end of the statement to encourage reply or to check whether to confirm something, right? I hope you got the idea about question tags, and I'll be giving you some homeworks to add a question tag, and I'm sure you will be able to do that. Thank you for watching my video. Let's see you in the next session. Have a good day. Bye.